In this video, I'm going to give you a run through of my 2017 SL Navara that we are currently lapping Australia in.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Some of you might have already picked it, but something's missing off the back, the canopy. And we'll get to that a little bit later. But at the moment, I've just got a tub. We have a van, so that's why I don't have a big setup on the car. But she's pretty much stock-ish. There is a fair bit done to it, but we'll start at the front. So I've got an Ironman, the little fella's helping me today too. I've got an Ironman commercial deluxe bull bar, an Ironman winch, some steady spotties, tow hooks. It also has a 2-inch Ironman Foam Cell Pro lift, which is it's about 7 years old now, so it's coming towards the end of its life. I've just got some ROH rims, Bendix brake discs, Maxxis Razor tyres in a 285 70 17. They're unreal. I had some Toyota RTs on it before and they were terrible, but these tyres are awesome. And then we've just got the scrub rails into the side steps. I've just got some window, whatever they're called, lost for words, these things. I've got the clear view mirrors. Now these were a love-hate thing at the start because of the 2 mirrors. They're a nightmare to get used to, absolute pain in the ass. If you can get them with just the one, get those, because the double are shocking. But I've gotten used to them now and I wouldn't be without them. Safari snorkel. You would have noticed I had a roof platform off the canopy. Now at the moment I've just got 2 roof racks, and it's all to save weight. So our van is about 3.1 tonne-ish. So the draw system, the canopy, the rack, I had full underbody bash plates. That all had to come off. Because when I had it weighed, without the misses in it and without the long range tank that's now in it, I had 5 kilos left on my GCM. So a fair bit of weight had to come out of the car to allow for the long range fuel tank, like the family, extra fuel. So that's why at the moment she's just a tub. We've got Uniden whip, Ironman awning. These flares, they're just eBay flares. I put them on because I had slight tyre poke, just about 15 to 20 mil. So we've doing a lap. I didn't want to get in trouble with the cops, so I just bought a cheap set of eBay flares and just wrapped the coat of them. We got the Ironman rear bar, the Stone Stomper, which we'll go through in the caravan video. I do have airbags. So when I had the canopy set up and our forward fold camper trailer, the bottom, the arse used to sag a fair bit. So they're in there for when I had the camper trailer. But now with the van, it's still got the constant 300 kilo springs in the back from the 2-inch lift. With no weight, I don't really need them, but they're still in there. I have an ARB long range fuel tank. So it's 139 litres, which at the moment costs about 300 bucks to fill up. And with towing the van, I get about 600 to 650 k's out of a tank. So it's a pretty ordinary on fuel economy. We also have the iCheck TPMS. It's got rock lights underneath it. Probably a couple other things I'm forgetting to tell. It does have lights in the back, just the backup lights. What else? That's pretty much it for the outside. So under the bonnet, at the front, I've got a Legendex front mount intercooler, and it's got all the piping to it. I've also got the CRG throttle body pipe down in there. It's got a CRG tune, K&N air filter. I did have a catch cam, but I took it out. Some people say to run them, some people say not to. And it was just leaking, so I took it out before the trip. Left the fuel filter in there. I've got a red arc charger. It goes to the Anderson plug in the back of the car just to charge the caravan. And apart from that, there's not too much left in here. I've spaced the hood just to try and let some hot air out, because she does get still quite warm towing the van on a hot day. This is just to try and let some of the hot air get out of the engine. But apart from that, apart from the tune, front mount, air filter, oh, it's got a 3-inch exhaust. The DPF's still in it because I didn't want any trouble from the cops. But at the moment, it just dumps at the diff. Sorry, dumps at the diff. So doesn't make a noise. You can't hear any whistle or anything like that, which is annoying, but semi keeps me legal. But that's underneath the bonnet. She's pretty stock and still reliable. So inside, I have the iDrive. I've got the EDS scan gauge. I have my just Uniden handheld. We also carry the the handheld one, just for when we're reversing the caravan or walking away from the car. Safety Dave computer screen for the backup camera on the caravan. It's my tyre pressure monitoring system. And apart from that, she's all pretty much basic in here. Kids' car seats. That's about it. One plus of the SL model, it has a vinyl floor, which comes in handy because somebody doesn't know how to tap their feet before they get in the car and they make a massive mess. Yeah. Oh, red arc brake controller. And that's about it. Like, I've upgraded the interior lights so they're brighter, but yeah, that's virtually it for inside the car. We'll have a look at the tub setup. What I run in the tub, mind you, this is to do a lap of Australia. Nothing. There's a toolbox in there, which I've got my socket set and rattle gun and spare oil and stuff like that. Got my chainsaw, beach ball, water bottle, King's compressor over there, and a fire extinguisher. That's it. I don't have a fridge, I don't have any crazy 12-volt setup, because that's all in the caravan, which if you're interested, you can watch the caravan video I'll make shortly whenever I get a chance. I just need to find somewhere where people aren't watching me, because I still get a bit awkward on camera. So that's it. No big setup. So you would have seen when I had the canopy on it, I had a drawer system, I had the 26 litre drawer fridge in there, also had a pretty big battery system in there, but it all had to go because of weight. So with, as I said before, the van being nearly 3.1 tonne, this having a GCM of 5910, I was very close to going over my GCM. Mind you, the van was only packed for holidays, not spending a year in it. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen of when everything was weighed in the car. So Navaras have a really low GVM. Sorry, I was kicking the ball out of the water. They have a really low GVM. So with the canopy, the drawers, the fridge, the dual battery system, the drawers full of gear, the bash plates I had on there. What else? With me in it, with half a tank of fuel, without the long range tank, I came in scraped under the GVM of the vehicle. That was without the misses in it, that was without the long range tank I wanted. Hang on, I'll get the ball again. So yeah, without the long range tank, without all my gear, I would have been way over the GVM of the vehicle. As it sat, with my full Ironman bash plates that went from like all under the trans, that is sitting right there right now, minus those bash plates, I was 30 kilos over my front axle weight with only me in it. So by the time I put the misses in there, long range tank, 140 litres of fuel, I would have been miles over the front axle weight of the car. I probably still am over the front axle weight of the car now. I have plenty of rear axle weight left to go, just because of the low tow ball weight of the van. But yeah, to stay under the GCM, I had to lose 200 kilo out of this, which I might have done. The canopy was pretty heavy, the drawers, all the gear was pretty heavy. Mind you, I've put a full-size spare under there now, and I also have 60 litres more fuel, so an extra 60 kilo of fuel. But I did take the bash plates off, which probably weighed 15 kilo, 20 kilo. So I probably still am borderline with my weights. So that's the other reason why the Navara isn't a great touring vehicle. So if you put a big canopy setup on the back of your car with a rooftop tent and a fridge, you'll be overweight. If you have the same setup I do, you'll be overweight. Now, you cannot put a big GVM upgrade in these cars for whatever reason, probably because it's coil. When I was looking, I only found 100 kilo GVM upgrade, and that was through Petters, and it was 5 grand. So I would have spent 5 grand just to have an extra 100 kilos of weight in the back of the car, which does not affect your GCM of everything. So that's when I have the van on. So even when I had the van on, I'd still be overweight. So I got it weighed on that a year ago. If I've put it up already, you've seen all my weights and what I was at. So yeah, I was borderline scraping through with just me in the car. The van not loaded to live in. So we didn't put too much more in it, but there's more food, more water, a couple more clothes. Yeah, so that's why the canopy and drawers had to come off. My old D22 Navara, show you a photo of that now. It had a tub and canopy set up on it. As soon as I bought this, so we bought this brand new. As soon as I bought this, it had a canopy on it. It's just nice just to have a tub. Plus, it's like having a new car. I was getting a bit sick of the old look with how it was with the canopy on it. And now running it like that just makes it, I don't know, feel different. And you start to enjoy it again and like it again. Now, things I don't like about it, I don't like it doesn't have a big enough GCM. Now, just editing this video, it seems like I had a massive shit talk about the Navara, which in some cases is true. Can't carry weight, but I really do love the car. I gotta stress that. But in our setup, in our case, towing this, our big van, it just, yeah, it's borderline doing it. Tows are good, but yeah, safety wise, weight wise, I think this is the best looking dual cab in this range. Love the look of it. It's comfy. It's awesome about the van on it. It's got plenty of go with the tune, but it just doesn't handle the weight of the van towing. I just would rather something a bit bigger, probably something American or an Isuzu truck. But if we went down that route, I wouldn't be able to do this lap this year. It'd push us back 2 or 3 years, which then means homeschool would get worse. We'd potentially have to start homeschooling him, and homeschooling one kid in year 1 is enough. But yeah, I love the car, but it's probably not up to doing a lap towing. We got a 21-foot van. It does it, but as I said, I would have loved to bring a boat, maybe a swag, so we could do some remote trips without the van. Of course, I'd love to have the drawer set up and everything in there to carry more stuff. Have a fridge, come down here and bring beers down the beach. But at the moment, our situation, she's bare. But yeah, we also have a dog at home. She couldn't come because there's not enough room in there for her. It would have been awesome to bring her with us, but she's on a year-long holiday at Nanny's. But yeah, if you got any other questions in the comments, chuck them down below. Happy to answer them. But yeah, that's the quick little run through of my 2017 SL Navara that we're currently lapping Australia in.